Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse. This week, joining the Jujutsu Kaisen Gojo and their family home screen setup from last week with a score of over 440, I bring you guys Kugisaki Nobara. And with the channel on the brink of hitting 10k, I thought why not bring you guys an alternative look, one for right and left-handed users. This is going to be another one in my series on how to customize your home screen like a pro. A series where I show you how you can easily and quickly get these stunning minimalistic setups on your Android phones. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out the previous episodes. And following that format, I'm going to show you how you can take a basic home screen setup and turn it into something like this. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure you like and subscribe to help support the channel. And don't forget to submit your live wallpaper and home screen requests right from within the Epic Live Wallpaper app. Just head to the live section and then click on the request button. And remember to boost your favorite ones using both the heart and the booster buttons here. So here they are, both alternative takes of Nobara. One close up and personal, and the second a bit more further away. Now regardless of which one you decide to go with, both home screens use exactly the same elements, however positioned ever so slightly differently. With all our essential apps located within the bottom bar and our social media apps a bit higher up. Additionally, a date and time widget which has been modified ever so slightly to show our battery level. This setup will be running Nova Launcher using KWGT widgets, and to complete the look, I'll be using the Hex installer for system-wide customization. The link for these and everything else that you're going to need are going to be in the description below. Now as a quick note, if you want that full screen edge-to-edge look for your home screen setup without those ugly signal bars, then make sure you disable the notification bar within Nova Launcher settings. And to get this comfy icon layout, make sure to head to Nova's home screen settings and change the grid size to 5 across and 10 down. And to really clean up your home screen, I highly recommend you turn off icon labels, increase your icon size, as well as disabling your home screen dock. Now that we have that out the way, the icon pack that we're using in this setup to match the blue aura of the wallpapers is the Grid Icon Pack. Just simply head to Nova's look and feel section and set the pack as your system icons. And before we go any further, make sure you grab these unique wallpapers from my very own custom creation app. Just simply head to the live video section and you will find them there. And remember, if you have any wallpaper suggestions of your own, make sure to let me know from right within the app itself and boost the ones that you want to see next. Next up, these awesome KWGT widgets. But before we get into them, we need to make sure that we enable widget overlapping. You can find this at the bottom of Nova Launcher's home screen section. Just simply make sure to enable both of these options here. Now that we have that out the way, the first widget of the setup, these pill-shaped backdrop for the icons, both of which are made in exactly the same way. For this, once you've loaded in the icons themselves, let's start by loading in the KWGT layout to our home screen, and then we want to resize it so it looks something like this. After which, we're going to repeat this for the second pill backdrop. Now starting with the bottom bar, within KWGT, make sure to hit create to open up a blank canvas. Now for a quick guide on KWGT manipulation, make sure you check out the video in the top right corner. Now coming back to the widget, we want to use the plus button to add in a new shape item. And as you probably already guessed, this is all we're going to use to make the backdrop. So let's start by heading into it and first changing it from a square to a rectangle. And next, we want to increase its height and width so it fills up our canvas. And once you get to this look, make sure to play around with the cornering option to curve off the edges. Just simply take your time and play around until you get to a look that fits your home screen. And of course, make sure to head to the paint tab and apply this color code. And once done, make sure to hit save. Finally, on our home screens, because we're using Nova, we can long press the widget and then select the option to send it to the back, allowing the icons to once again be usable. Now, the setup for the second backdrop bar is exactly the same. Starting with a blank KWGT canvas, adding in a new shape item, which we're going to turn into a rectangle, and then simply adjust its size and curvature. And of course, not forgetting to head into the paint tab and then apply this color code. Now that we have them out the way, the final widget of the setup, this date, time and battery level indicator, the base of which from the Duck UI pack is the with date widget. So once again, let's start by loading in another KWGT layout to our home screen and resize it. And to make sure the widget reaches all the way to the edge of your screens, long press it and toggle the padding option. Now with this widget, let's start things off by first adjusting its size. For this, we're simply going to head to the layer tab and then select the scale option using the tick boxes on the right hand side, after which simply click on the calculator button that appears in the top right. Now, as you're adjusting the scale, you get a live preview on screen. Now once you're happy with the look, let's head over to the global tab and change that default green using the color code on screen, having it match with our home screen icons. Now finally, let's add in our battery bar indicator. For this, we want to head back to the item tab and then head into the widget group item, which houses all of the elements of the widget. Now, using the plus button in the top right corner, we want to add in a new progress item, which by default will automatically indicate your phone's battery level. So once added, let's scroll to the bottom of the item list and head into that new progress item. Here, we're going to use the style tab to adjust its width and height, combined with the positioning tab to reposition the bar so it perfectly occupies the original rectangle shape of the widget. And of course, make sure to hit save before you leave. Now the alternative home screen look uses exactly the same widgets, but with an ever so slightly different layout. Regardless, I'm going to leave a link for both Nova Launcher backups in the video description below, just in case you guys need a little bit of help setting this up. And wrapping up this setup, we're using Hex Installer. This is going to give you a nice AMOLED friendly black backdrop with the colors of the theme splashed across the whole system, including the notification panel. Just use the color codes that I'm showing on screen. And alternatively, you can get a similar result using the app OneShade. If you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure you like and subscribe to help support the channel. And if you have any theme suggestions or requests, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. See you next time on Into the Parkerverse.